Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have 8 easy and cheap Halloween DIY items to share with you. So we will start out first with this stacking pumpkin set that I got at Five Below. They had them in orange or they had them in black and white, so I went ahead and got the black and white version. This is a planter that I had left over from this summer that I got at the Dollar Tree, and all I did was spray paint this black and added a little bit of silver to it. I have these rocks that I also got from the Dollar Tree a while back. I'm going to use those as a weight because these pumpkins tend to tip over, and so I wanted to add a little bit of weight to the bottom of this planter. Now you will notice these DIYs are quick, easy, affordable, and almost all the items come from Dollar Tree. There are some from Target, Dollar Spot, and from Five Below. So once I did that, since they're already black and white, that was the color I already wanted, so I didn't have to do much to it. I go ahead and get ready to decorate these. And what I find to decorate them with is a BOO Boo. That actually was in my Halloween decor. It was something that I think my daughter and I made years ago, and it was just all raggedy and like different colors all over it. So I pulled it apart and repainted the letters to match this decor. So I got to use this all over again, and it was great that I didn't waste anything and I didn't have to spend any extra money. So I'm just using some hot glue to attach these letters. You could also use double stick tape. I just am trying to make it easy to remove for storage purposes later because these pumpkins do stack into each other. So just a dab of hot glue in a couple spots on the back of the letters, and then I attach them. I hold them tight just until I know that they are dry and that they're going to stay in place, and I will continue to do that. I wanted to also say, if you are returning, thank you so much for your support. And make sure to hit that like button. I'd love for you to share this with family and friends. If you're new here, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell to be notified every time I download a video. I do crafting, cake decorating, shopping hauls, lots of things on a budget, and how the cookie crumbles, which is a crumble cookie review, which I probably will not be doing this week, but that is something that I typically do weekly. So I just wanted to, again, thank you for being here and thank you for all of your support. So let's get back to what we're doing here. And I am just attaching each letter, alternating the color. So once I have all the letters put on, I have a bag of these bats. They go on with like a double stick tape. I got these at Five Below. It was $2 for 30 bats. I know that my daughter said that she got a bunch of bats just like these on Amazon for a few dollars more, and she got a lot more. So I will try to find a link for those if I can, and I will put that in the description box below. But I just go ahead and put some of the tape on the back and start adding some of these bats to my pumpkin stack, just randomly and in different places. But honestly, I do really love the way that this turned out. once I have that complete, I put this whole thing into the planter that has the rocks in it. Now you could glue this into the planter so that it doesn't move, but I wanted to be able to remove it to pack it away later. So I just kind of set it on top, and it works fine for the place that I have it, right there by my front door. And please don't mind my dirty door. I didn't realize how dirty my door was until I made this video. Oh boy. So anyway, I do love the way it turned out. It's super cute, and it was very, very inexpensive to do, especially because I already had the wood letters that I could paint and put on there. But a really fun project to do, and I hope you enjoyed this one and hope you're able to give it a try. Okay, next is going to be one of the simplest projects you've ever seen. I found these pumpkin glass candle holders at the Dollar Tree. I grabbed 3 of them. And then these candlestick holders I did in a shopping haul. I will link that video down below. It didn't really have a base, so I just took a part of a craft stick, painted it black, and glued it on top so that there was some kind of base for that pumpkin to stick to. I got these pumpkins about a month ago, and they kind of come and go, and I never saw them again, but I am really glad I grabbed them. All I'm going to do is put some hot glue at the bottom of the pumpkin, and then I am going to stick the pumpkin onto that candlestick holder, and you have yourself a super cute Halloween decor piece that you can put little tea light candles in, or you can also put the LED candles that you can get at the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree also does have tea lights as well, but these make a really, really cute decoration, and I love the way they turned out. And I made this one, cost me a whole $2.50. So for $5, you can have a complete set. Okay, so now I have another quick and easy DIY that turns out super cute with just a coat of paint. So they had these lanterns at the Dollar Tree. They had some that had skeletons and some with pumpkins, and I just wasn't into the bright orange. So I take some spray paint. Excuse me, I have no voice. I went and saw Kid Rock a few nights ago, and oh my goodness, I screamed so loud I have no voice. So you take the bottom out of this lantern, and it just pops right out. And then all I'm going to do is spray paint this with some Rustoleum paint that I have. I am not sure of the color, but I will look. It's a hammered look. I know that. I will look it up and link it in the description box below. I'm pretty certain we either got it at Home Depot or Walmart, but it's super easy. I went outside, spray painted the whole thing, and there it is. Super cute, changes the whole look of it, makes it a little bit more high-end looking. I popped that candle back in there, and then you've got this cute little lantern, all that changed with a coat of paint. So that is another easy and fun DIY. I want to remind you to make sure and hit that like button, and please subscribe if you are not already subscribed. We have a lot of fun on this channel. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none, but I love everything I do. So I like to share it with other people, so I do hope that you join me on my channel. Next, we are going to get into another fun and easy, inexpensive DIY, and I actually saw this on Instagram and I had to redo it. So I have a pumpkin that I got at Walmart. It was $1.94, and all I did was take some black flat spray paint outside and spray painted the entire jack-o'-lantern or the bucket black. I did take the handle off of it. I first started by painting it upside down, and then once it dried completely, I painted it right side up, let it dry, and I kind of spray painted the inside because I do not plan on putting any unpackaged candy in here. In fact, I just put some lights inside of mine, but as long as your candy has a wrapper around it, you could also use it as your bucket to hand out things. Now, one thing I do want to say is the black spray paint, I did about 3 coats. And it does chip off easy. I am not sure what the method is to keep it on there, but I did use my Rustoleum matte clear coat over the top, and I did 2 coats of that, and it seemed to do okay, but still it can chip off easy. It might be something you have to touch up in the future, but it's a really super cute idea. I have this candlestick holder. It's metal. I got this at a thrift store. It was $2, and I don't want to paint it because I actually like the way that the metal looks. It's kind of like, I don't want to say rusty, but you know how it gets discolored because it's silver, and I kind of like that look. I did make 2 of these, and you will see it at the end of this, but all you do is take some hot glue, put it on there, and voila, you have it. And then I had these cute little strobe lights that I got at the Dollar Tree this Halloween season, or I should say fall season. These were really super easy, and I just used like a small Dollar Tree bucket, put it inside so it kind of raises the light. If you can't find one of the strobe lights, they do have the little LED luminary lights that you can use, and I use those as well to light it up. And here is both of my pumpkins side by side. One has a black candlestick and the other one has the silver. So these are really cute to have out. I'm going to have mine on this table, and then the extra one I'm going to take to work. So the next DIY I'm going to do, I also saw on Instagram, but she does have a YouTube page as well. It was Mother Time, and she was doing some fun things with these cones. I have this yarn that I did get at the Dollar Tree. I got it a couple months ago. I have not seen it lately, but maybe your Dollar Tree has it. The yellow and then like the burnt orange, and then the white yarn that I have, I actually got, I believe, at Walmart. I think it was about $6 or so. So I am going to make a candy corn out of this pylon cone or soccer cone or whatever you want to call it. These come in a pack of 2 at the Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree was out of them forever, and all I wanted to do was make one of these. So when I saw them, I grabbed 2 sets. I was super, super excited once I saw them. So what I'm going to do is pretty easy. I'm going to start by putting hot glue on the bottom of the cone, and I'm going to do it in order of candy corn. So I believe that the candy corn is yellow, orange, and then white at the top. So I'm going to use this mustardy type yellow on the bottom. And the one thing you have to do is you have to glue it all the way around the pylon in all the different layers. I don't show all that, so that's why I want to explain it, if that makes sense. You add glue all the way around until you get it as wide of a band as you want. And then once you do that, I will show you what you do. But you do have to glue this, unfortunately, or it kind of like slips and slides. Now, you may have a different method, but this is just the method that I preferred to use because I do like to sell my items, and so I like things to stay in place. Once I have the yellow part all glued on, so you see I have a base, now you can see that I just go around and I just start wrapping the yarn around the part that is already around the pylon, just to make it thicker and to make sure and cover any of those openings or gaps where you can see the cone. And then once I do that, I just kind of take it to the top, glue it, and then cut it off, and then we will go to our next color, which is the burnt orange, and you are going to do the same process where you are gluing all the way around and connecting your yarn to the width that you are looking for. So that is what I will do here. Once you get it all glued on, you're going to do the wrap method like you just saw me do, and then you will be able to move on to your next color. Now we are on to the white. Now the white, I did not get at the Dollar Tree. I told you I got that at Walmart, and it is a much thicker yarn than the other one, so it's not something that you have to wrap around multiple times like I did those. Really, one layer will do if you glue it down the right way. You can cover everything and you do not have to do multiple layers. So super, super easy project. Again, glue it all the way around and then just put some on, hold it on, and then continue until you get to the top. So now we're at the top, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of put glue. Don't you love my glue gun? I'm telling you, nobody has a glue gun like me. That thing has stuck to paper plates so many times. It is god-awful ugly. It looks used. It's very used. And I just do not have the funding to buy a new one, so I get to deal with it. It still works. That's all that matters. I've tried cleaning it off, and as soon as I do, I'm always putting my glue gun on a paper plate. And so there you go. It gets more stuff on it. But hey, you can see that it's used. So anyway, I put that glue at the top, and then I just kind of wrap it around in a whirl, kind of just to cover all of that orange, cut it off, glue it, and we are done with this part of our candy corn. Now we want to move on to cutting off the bottom of the cone, the pylon, whatever you want to call it, a cone. Now Mother Time did not cut this off. She had actually spray painted that part black, and then she put it on a tray, like in the center of a food tray, and then put food around it. There's so many different things you can do. So if you do not want to cut the bottom off, you do not have to. This is just a decision I made to make it look more like candy corn. And I'm just using a regular pair of scissors to trim all the way around and get as many of those sharp edges off as possible and smooth them out a little bit. But basically, this is what the candy corn turns out like, and I'm in love with it. I made 2 of them, and they're just super adorable. They just look like an oversized candy corn, and you can use them for so many different ways to decorate your home or a room for the Halloween holiday. Okay, next I have a super, super easy DIY. Again, one of those things that's going to take you a second. I got these spider bowls at the Dollar Tree. One has like gold on it. The other one has silver. And then I got that black bowl at the Dollar Tree. No, the letters were not on it. It was just a plain black bowl. And I used my Cricut to do the letters Hocus Pocus. If you do not have a Cricut, no problem. There are rub-on stickers at the Dollar Tree, or you can just find lettered stickers that you don't have to rub on, but super, super easy. And so I decided that I was just, and I'm sorry, the camera's backwards, you guys. I did not flip it the other way. So that is definitely my bad. Again, I want this to be more of a temporary thing. So I went ahead and I added the hot glue around the edge of this spider so that I could get that bowl in there and have it nice and secure. And there it is, super cute for some dip, some chips, some candy, whatever you want to put in there. I just love this. And like I said, it's fast, inexpensive, and easy. And then I just show you, I had these Raydun plates that I bought off Marketplace a couple years ago. One says boo, one says spooky. And it sits on the top of this spider really well. So you could use it as a candle holder, or you could use it for some kind of tray to hold a little bit of food. But altogether, I think that this turned out really, really nice and super cute, unique, and something that would be talked about at any party. Now you guys have all seen these little pumpkins, and I want to give these little pumpkins a makeover, and I'm going to show you how I do that. The first thing I do is remove the raffia bow. The next thing I'm going to do, I have this tool, you guys. It is not a crafting tool. It actually comes from the kitchen, and I'm not sure what it goes to, but it has been a great scraping tool for me. You can also use a paint scraper that they have at the Dollar Tree in the automotive section, or they have, I believe they have a scraper in their version of Cricut stuff. But this one works really great for me, and so I just use it. I just slowly remove that label from the back, and now I'm going to scrape off the shiny gold raised letters as much as possible, so I do end up getting a lot of glitter everywhere. And then after that, I'm going to use some sandpaper that's pretty heavy duty, and I'm going to sand across the top and sand across the back, so that we can paint these. Now, painting is not something I show you I do. I don't know if I forgot to hit record or what, but I am going to paint these in Rustoleum chalk paint. It's the color linen. I will put that in my description box below because I do get that on Amazon. And then I dry brush it with some black acrylic paint. I'm sure most of you watching this video know what dry brushing is, but I can always link one of my videos where I show how to do it. I was actually trying to make these crafts as easy as possible and try to make them in between working and being at home. So I kind of pre-did some stuff, and then I'm just showing you the technique. So as you can see, I sanded it off, and then the next step is to paint all three of these linen white, or you can use regular white, and then I dry brush it with a black, which you will see here in just a few minutes. And here they are completely done as far as the color goes, and you can see that they were white, and then I just dry brushed that black on there. I do it on both sides because I like it to have a finished look. So that was easy. This is the paint I used to dry brush. It was just a regular black acrylic paint. This one came from Target, and I got it for $1, and it did just great. The letters, however, you can get at the Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree has been out of the black letters for a very long time, so I picked these up at Walmart, I believe, and you get quite a few letters, so it was not that bad of a deal. I want to say it was about $5 maybe, but these are perfect for what I'm doing, so I get out the letters that I want, and then we are going to stick those pumpkins together and get this decoration all finished, and again, done for a very small price. It took me quite a while to figure out how I wanted to place these. As you can see, I put them up, I'm stacking them on top of each other, I'm trying all these different things because I know what look I'm going for. But then I finally get it together and I put 2 pumpkins on the bottom, and then I layer another pumpkin on top, and I am going to use the super wood glue from the Dollar Tree. This is fantastic wood glue. It really holds nicely, and so I like that it's just a small bottle. I try to buy them every time I see them just so I have them on hand, but I add some of that wood glue behind the pumpkin on top on both sides so that it does attach. You can use hot glue if you'd like. I did want this a little bit more permanent, so that is why I chose to use the super wood glue. Now, I did have some drying time in between so that I was able to put those straight up. I just really wanted to make sure that they were attached nicely. So I do that first before I start sticking the letters on. And I am going to warn you, my camera is backwards still. Like I said, I did not realize it until I was starting to do my voiceover on the video, and then saw that the letters were backwards. So again, I apologize for that. I need to turn on the mirror image thing so that it flips it around. But anyway, you can see how these look attached. I did also paint the stems of these pumpkins black with that black acrylic paint. And now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put the letters BOO for boo on there. And again, I apologize for the backwards, upside down looking type lettering that I have going on, but I do show you at the end what it looks like the right way. Now I want to do a little embellishing just to step these up a notch and make them look a little bit more high-end. I did get this fabric at Michael's. It was regularly $9.99. I got it half off, so I believe the day I got it, it was on sale for $4.99. And I really love the stripes on it, so I'm going to tear a piece of fabric. I will show you how I do this. I like that torn look, and I get one long piece and it works for all 3 pumpkins, plus a little piece is still left over. But what you will see me do is I go with the direction that I see the tear in the fabric, and then I open it up, cut a slit, and then tear it all the way up until the entire thing is off of the hunk of fabric. Does that make sense, you guys? It's really late here and I just worked all day, so I'm kind of in la la land. But you will see I rip it, and it makes a cute little ribbon for this Halloween piece. Now I want to cut 3 pieces of fabric out of this, and you can just, actually I wanted to cut 6, not 3. So I do 3 longer ones and 3 that are just a little bit shorter, because I am going to do that layering effect on these bows. So no rhyme or reason, you can pick whatever size you want. You can pick whatever fabric you want. This is just what I chose to use, and this is meant to give you some inspiration to do some fun things with some of the things you have going on in your home. So like I said, I cut the 6 pieces, and then I kind of layer them on top of each other. And then I have a gingham ribbon that I think I got at Michael's. I either got it at Michael's or the Dollar Tree, but I was looking at the brand and I think it's Michael's. But I do love it. It's super cute and the colors go well with this fabric. So I'm going to connect all these, and then I have some black zip ties that I got in the automotive section of the Dollar Tree, and I love them because they're just the right size. They're not too big, they're not too small, and that is the way I like to create a bow, is by taking that zip tie, putting it in the center of the fabric, pulling it tight, and cut off the excess zip tie. So you will see me do this process, and it's super easy. And you guys, this was probably, out of the whole video, this was my favorite DIY that I did, and I was really, really happy with it. I have it sitting proudly at my station on my station at work. See, I told you guys I'm tired. Anyway, it turns out really cute, so you will see that towards the end of this video. What you're going to do is kind of pinch that fabric together, take that black zip tie. They also have clear. Get that as center as possible and cut off that excess piece and just start putting everything together. And then once you do that, you just glue it on and it's easy peasy. When you are done watching this video, please make sure to let me know what your favorite item is that we created or that I created today. Your favorite piece of decor, which one you think you'll try. They're all fun, and like I said, they're all very, very affordable. And all you have to do is take something that's maybe cute but doesn't match your decor, and just give it a flip and change it around, and you have a new piece of decor that is very, very high-end looking and very, very cute. So I was trying to see what to put in the center of these bows to cover up the zip ties. And I had these leftover pearls from years ago from the Dollar Tree. And then I also have these black buttons from the Dollar Tree. So I do put both on there, but I do end up going with the buttons because they just really, really stuck out and gave it a nice look. Okay, coming up is a super, super easy DIY. Like, so simple, you're not going to believe it. Take these plastic jars that I got at the Dollar Tree. One says pick your poison and the other one says death by candy. And all I'm going to do to make these look a little bit more on the expensive side is take that top layer or the lid and paint it completely black using acrylic paint. I did end up using 2 to 3 coats. I did not seal it, but you can seal it if you want it to last a little bit longer. So I go through the motions of painting these and just getting that part ready, and then I will show you the rest as soon as that stuff dries. Okay, so the candlestick holder I have is from the Dollar Tree. I got this a few years ago. It was chipped up and I had it in my stash. All I did was get some black paint and go over it. And then I take one of these jars and try to figure out which direction I want the candlestick holder to go so that I can glue this on and make it look like almost like a candy machine. But it does turn out super cute. I go with pick your poison, or I think that's what it says. And I just really, really love the way this turned out. All you're going to do is take some hot glue and glue that to the candlestick holder. To complete the look, I have the Harvest table decor plastic pieces that I bought a while back and didn't know what I was going to do with them. And there were some really cute pumpkins in there. So I go ahead and I grab one of those pumpkins and I paint it black with that acrylic paint so that it matches. I have to do one side, let it dry, flip it over and do the other side. But I do really like the way that this turned out, and I really thought it just brought the whole thing together. And what you see me doing here is I take some black paint and I just go around the base of this jar. And the reason I'm doing that is because some of the glue oozed out, and so it looks sloppy. And I don't like things to look sloppy, so I go ahead and I take the black paint and just kind of touch everything up. And by the time I'm done, you can't even tell that there was anything wrong. Next, take the hard pumpkin and place it on top of the jar. And all you're going to do is hot glue gun that on there. Now you could leave it just the color it was, or you can paint it black like I did. And I'm just going to glue that piece to the lid of our cookie candy jar. And this, my friends, is another DIY that was super fun, super inexpensive, and I just love the way it turned out. And that is a wrap, everyone. Now, this is a part 1 video. I do plan on coming out with a part 2 because all the crafts I wanted to make, I could not fit into one video. I just did not have that time, or I would have never gotten this video out to you guys. So I took the first 8 that I did and decided to share them with you. Now, I would love for you to tell me which one out of all these was your favorite. Which one do you think you'll recreate? Or would you want to make it, give it away as a gift, keep it for your house? What are your thoughts? I had a really good time going into my craft stash and finding things and coming up with these ideas. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell. And I am so happy that you are all here. Until next time, next video. Don't forget, I don't think I'm doing a How the Cookie Crumbles this week, but I may. You never know. Anyway, until next time, next video, God bless everyone, and good night. I'm right here.
Oh. She's sitting in the truck?
No, she's in the bathroom.
Are you gonna have some more coffee ready?
Yeah, probably.